Hello everyone. Okay, let's go. Let's do roll call. Hi Felix. Hi Sayo. Oh, Sayo, you need to remind me what was the song again? I forget what it was that you wanted me to sing. Hi Horse Girl. Hi Ami. Hi. I already said hi Felix. Hi Nico. Hi Yordle. Yordle. Hi Kieran. Oh, thank you for that. Okay, so this is a very special curse stream. I decided that we are not going to play the usual background music. You will only hear my voice. And I was wondering, okay, let me write that down. I will get back to you within 7 business days whether your application is approved. Um, but yeah, I was like, a lot of ASMR streamers, or I mean, I think most of them actually don't play background music during their streams. It's not very ASMR-y to play background music. Um, but then again, like I feel like when your stream is mostly just yapping, it's not like necessarily a bad thing. But like I'm wondering if like the ASMR purists that watch me actually wish I didn't use background music. I don't know. I need opinions. I'm taking opinions class. Do Where did I put my notes for the stream themes? Depending on the night, the type of music. Hmm. 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 Oh, here it is. Redeems.txt. Okay. It feels more relaxing and chill. Really? I would have thought. Hi, Alphin. I would have thought it was the other way around. I feel like I feel like when there's no music, it feels kind of awkward and silent, and and it feels kind of dead. I mean, I guess it's not when I'm just talking, but like yeah, Minecraft villager noises. I think I judge someone by their ability to, their like how good they are at making them. Huh, huh, huh. I know some people that can do some pretty good ones. I like music personally, but as you know, I don't watch many of the streams, so your opinion may be invalid. I always blush when you mention that. I think it can go either way. What I do say is that BGM has to be very background if there is any. I have issues with too much silence, so that's my own thing. Oh, like, what do you mean? Like, you have issues with like your own stream being too silent, or like you don't like it when when people stream you watch are too silent? Uh, no, yeah, you're right. If I usually try to make it like when I don't know, I'm kind of struggling with that, but when I've been trying to like, I usually play it, so I love fumbling over my own words. I talk at like, my volume is on average somewhere between like -15 and -10 decibels when I speak. And I try to keep my background music at most -35 decibels. So like it's like it's there, but it's like you can easily just like forget it's there, but like it's there. you know. Hello, small bean. Let me give you hello, Switch. I am not a boy failure. I know, I know. I might give off that impression, but I do not. I do not. They give me that. I do not associate with the boy failure tag. In fact, I think I'm personally not a fan of it. Me personally, I am this is not going to be very cool, but I'm a working age adult with a not fulfilling, I take that back, with a productive career. Not fulfilling, though, definitely not fulfilling, but I pay the bills. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me give you a shout out. Everyone go watch Small Bean. She does ASMR too. Mm-hmm. I need to raise my chat. Oh goodness. How is everyone doing? How was everyone's Thursday? My Thursday was pretty good. He's an ASMR artist and content creator. Are we talking about me? I think that's a bit. Calling me an ASMR artist and a content creator, I feel like is a bit generous. I think I'm just a guy that likes to talk softly, and then I hijacked the ASMR category. No problem. I have a tendency to have like two or three other things going in the background. My streams will always have a rain VGM. I do enjoy me some rain VGM. You have a pretty bad day today? No! Do you want to talk about it? I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about it with everyone here, but if you did, I give you my professional felt opinion, which you know is like priceless. You know, it's worth a lot of money. Um, okay, so yeah, I don't know, guys. I kind of, it's, you know, and I like spending time with you guys, right? You know, I like streaming, but it's like ever since I've had more free time because I've been working less, I feel kind of bored. I might be like a workaholic or something. Like I feel life is kind of boring when I don't have work to do. But on the plus side, you know, I can get more sleep and stream and yeah. Honestly, I think I'd if I had to choose between my side gig. Now remember, my side gig is kind of fun compared to my day job. I think I'd rather like do that than stream. Not to say that I don't like streaming, but like if I had to choose between the two. Um oh okay, so anyways, yeah, today was pretty good actually. I got what did I do? So I had to I drove to the UPS store. Hi Techie Not. Work it or twerk it. I don't think I've ever done the latter. It's okay not to be okay, yeah. What's my side gig? I just sell stuff like on eBay pretty much. Hello, Techie. Hello. Oh my god, that emo is so cute. What the frick? Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. I have a soft spot for emotes that are like animal-esque. Um, yeah, so let's see. What did the fella do today? Well, I had another productive day at work, I think. I think I was somewhat productive, you know. So that was good. I went to Target and bought some. Okay, I'm trying something new, guys. So I bought ground beef to make spaghetti like I usually do, but I saw it's a bit pricey. But at Target they had like these pre-seasoned chicken breast strips. And I don't know if you guys know, I mentioned this on stream before, but like I'm not. The felt is a pretty basic cook. The felt likes food. My food that I make is pretty bland because I really don't know like what to put in my food. And so like pre-seasoned food, like pre-seasoned meat that you just cook is kind of a godsend for me. Um, and obviously it's not really that much more convenient because it's not like it takes a whole lot of effort to like season your meat. Probably takes like less than 5 minutes. But like the one con, or sorry, the one pro is that like it's already been kind of marinating for a while. And two is that like it's probably like a coherent mixture of spices. Whereas when I season things, I just throw random stuff in together and hope it tastes good. Anyone else do that? Cook stream? No, I couldn't. I don't think there will ever be, honestly. I shouldn't say never, but like I really don't see myself doing IRL streams of any kind anytime soon. I think it'd just be too risky for me. Unless I buy like a full banana suit to cover my entire self. Well, also, that chicken that I bought, I usually just throw some of it in the air fryer and cook it that way. It's pretty boring, actually. Well, it's convenient, though. It's convenient cooking things in the air fryer. You don't have to baby it. You just like throw it in there and go and like, you know, do something else. Um, yeah, so I went to Target. I've talked about this before. I always kind of feel out of place when I go to Target because the Target near me is like full of like middle class people, and I was not middle class growing up. So I feel like out of place. I feel like I'm being like when you go somewhere that's not your element, you feel like so everyone like notices you, you know. And it's obviously it's all in my head, but still, kind of nerve wracking. More of a Walmart fox. Num 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 num. Okay, yeah. So what else did I do? I went to the UPS store because I had to drop off, and then I went like an Amazon return. Oh, I dropped off some packages too. What else? Got a good amount of work done. So I think like a few days ago or last week I was telling you guys how I was like really behind on work. I'm catching up gradually, so the felt will not get fired. That'll be fun. Or it will, not being fired will be great. Um, because I have more time now. I think that's about it. Really kind of an uneventful day other than those things. Went to Target, bought some groceries, went to the post office, or the UPS store rather. Oh, then finished my work. And for some reason, my sleep schedule's kind of weird right now, guys. Like, I, this has happened now. It's happened like 2 or 3 days in a row where like I get a little sleepy or I get really sleepy towards like 7, 8, 9 o'clock. And I take like a nap. Today's nap was actually pretty short. I only napped for like um an hour and a half, I want to say, which is like surprising because usually my naps are more like half sleeps than naps. Like I usually nap for like quote unquote like 4 hours. So that was surprising. But anyways, yeah, I've been doing this thing where I nap after work or like it's kind of weird because like the time people would usually go to sleep or some people would usually go to sleep, the people that go to sleep really early, like that's like me taking a nap. And then I wake up at like, I wake up at like midnight or 11 or 1 a.m. And then like I'm awake for like another 4 or 5 hours. And so we're currently in that second cycle of felt alertness. Yeah, it's not really appropriate. It's not really makes sense to call them naps at that point when it's more like my sleep schedule is segmented into 2 sessions rather than one. I don't know how else to describe it. Um, yeah, so we're chugging along though, As long as you can get up and do your responsibilities for the day, life is good. Speaking of which, I can't believe it's already Friday. Like, man, the week went by really quick. I guess I should be happy about that because, like, I have some. I know, like, so Friday, I'm going to be watching anime that evening with a friend. Saturday, I think I'm either going to cook with my friend or we're both going to go to this card show that, like, an hour away. That would be pretty, like, interesting and it's free to go. And I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell. So that'll be fun. And then Sunday, Sunday is like my bare minimum day where I actually just try not to do anything. Um, so card show, yeah, yeah, yeah. My friends, and not so much me, but my friends are pretty into Pokemon, so they've been starting to go to those. That's how prehistoric humans used to live with 2 4-hour cycles. Really? Today I learned. Hmm. Yeah, so kind of pretty. I like having plans. I think who doesn't like having plans with their friends ahead of time. But I do think it's important to have like one day to yourself if you want it, anyways. Um, I was looking forward to the weekend. Sorry to throw you off topic. I got broken up with my BM. No, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't feel too distraught since it was short and expected. Oh, my feelings are a bit mixed. And see, he still wants to be friends, and we also take the same major in the same uni, so I'll have to see him soon. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, certainly I think like okay, let's dissect this one by one. No, no, I mean if you I'm happy. I'm happy to like, give my thoughts on it if you want me to. Like if you like give me permission to. I like being helpful to like people that have been, watching me for a while. I think it's the least I can do. Um, of course. Well, I would say now, admittedly, the felt does not have many relation or lots of relationship experience. The felt has been in maybe one relationship in his entire life. Okay, so keep that in mind. The felt is pretty inexperienced when it comes to love, ironically. I know, hard to believe, I know. Hard to believe, I know. Anyways, um I would think that like okay, for like no, it's I would say if you decide that you don't want to be like friends with them, like okay, it you shouldn't feel like obligated. I think to want to like stay friends because like it's not necessarily anything about being cordial at that point. It's just a matter of like being comfortable, right? So like you'd be completely in your right to be like, oh, I don't really want to see each other in any capacity because it would be kind of too painful. Um, no, I mean you wouldn't say that, but you get what I mean, right? Like you don't. It's not like it's like a social expectation that you need to be friends if like let's say you broke up on good terms. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to like stay in the contact with each other. In fact, I would think the people that manage to do that, in at least like I think you can like keep his number. You might talk to him like. I feel like that's one of those things where like you say you're gonna stay friends and you keep each other's number, but you don't actually ever talk forever afterwards. I have a few quote unquote friends like that. Um, but if like if he's genuine and that like he wants to like keep hanging out and stuff like that is completely up to you, I guess. Like I imagine if you actually like if you cherish the relationship, it might be a bit painful to like just continue to see the same person but not in a romantic context. Yeah, so that's up to you. The same age, yeah. See, this is also pretty tricky too. So like, I actually was thinking about this the other day. Um, Asking people out, or not even asking people out, but also like getting into relationships with people that like let's say you go to your gym, right, and you see a cute person, and you're like, oh hey, I see you here all the time. We can blah 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 blah, and they're like, oh sorry, I have a boyfriend or something, or I have a girlfriend. Now, if you're like, I guess a gym is a bit easier to hide in, you know, but like basically what I'm getting at is it's a bit riskier to get in a relationship or even approach like initiate on people. That sounds wrong, but ask people out in like closed settings, and you're gonna see them again because obviously it can be a little awkward, and it's like you obviously want to save yourself the awkwardness, but also like them. No, then again, just like how I said before, like there's totally mature people out there that can still be friends after they break up, and there's totally mature people that can like, you know, if someone gets rejected and then you see each other the next day and it's like everything's normal, like it's fine. Me personally, I'm not one of those people. Like, it would be way too awkward for me. Me personally, I couldn't do it. So I think that's another thing that's up to you. I mean, I guess it's not up to you because you have no choice but to see him, right? Because he has the same classes? Question mark. Um, I think I don't know. That's weird because like I'm imagining this situation where he's like where like you walk. Let's say he like you walk in the room. He's like hi, Ame, like like he normally would. But like you kind of feel a certain type of way. And you don't want to talk to him. It just makes you seem kind of rude. But like it's not the whole story, right? I don't know. I think you should just like make your decision. I think you should make your decision about like how you want to continue your interactions with him and just tell him very clearly like I would prefer if you didn't talk to me, this type of deal. But like maybe you clarify like it's not because like I don't like you, but it's because like it would just be easiest for me type of thing. um Good luck with that. Sorry to hear about that. At least it was like not to say there's any silver lining to it, but at least you kind of knew it was gonna happen. I feel like a lot of breakups are kind of like that. Like even if you don't like kind of say it, um, I think a lot of those people's like breakups, people aren't stupid, right? We all have like most of us have a pretty good gauge of like social dynamics. So we can all kind of tell when a relationship is on its way out even before it's over. He still wants to give you a birthday present from back when we were dating, but I don't feel like you should accept it though. Mm-hmm. As someone who lived with their ex 4 years after the breakup, it can definitely happen to have a friendship, but I don't recommend living with them. Whoa. Yeah, I mean I know people like that too. That's a bit like I would say it takes a like I don't want like takes a whole lot of discipline, responsibility, Like, what if one day, small bean, that like, you're like, you feel a little bit like lonely. Not to say that you will, just like, in general, like, what if one day, like, let's say, you're feeling a little lonely, maybe you had a little to drink, you kind of want to cuddle with someone. You're like, well, my ex is in the next room over. Like, kind of tempting, I would think. I would think. God forbid they try to tempt you. Um, yeah, I don't think I would have the strength for that. Um, okay, I mean, well, this next thing you're saying that he wants to give you a birthday present, was it like, or he broke up with you? Is that what you said? Yeah, that's kind of odd. I mean, to me that seems a little odd because you would think like, I don't understand like the dynamics of your relationship, obviously, but I would have thought like if you just like you completely got broken up with, you would at least like give each other some space for a few days, at least a few days, right? Just for you to like process everything. Um, him, well, I don't know. I think if you have a very clear mind on that you can stay friends, then like I don't see any reason not to accept it. If it's an intimate present I rejected, yeah, yeah. I think I agree with that. If it's like a teddy bear or something, like I think that might do you more harm than good. Because you also need to like very clearly segment in your mind or segregate in your mind that it's over, right? And like oh man, am I like giving myself therapy right now? Anyways, you don't want to like, you don't want to like kind of give your brain any inclination that, oh, maybe it's still not, there's a chance, or no, you'd be like, oh, it's over, it's gone, it's gone, it's done. mm It's an instrument we both bonded over from a show. Well, that sounds kind of intimate. I mean, I wouldn't understand the dynamic again, but yeah, that is my two pennies combined. That's my 2 cents. That is worth $2 billion. You're welcome. The only 2 cents in the world that are worth more than 2 cents are Felt's 2 cents. Man, I'm good. Okay. Um, I don't know about you. I can't speak for you, but we're on the topic. Like I kind of talked about this during the last stream, but the felt does not have a secure attachment style, unfortunately. The felt is the felt has anxious attachment, as you guys probably would have guessed. I can't imagine people would be surprised by that. I don't really know. I don't. I forget how you like get to a good place about that. I think it's like anything else. You kind of have to like just actively like don't do unhealthy things and do healthy things, and then when like your brain gradually rewires itself, makes you feel like a jerk. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's sentimental, plus maybe this instrument will become something you bond with something else over. Mm-mm. You just put up your walls. I know. I mean, I know plenty of people like that. It's tough, man. It's tough, and like God forbid, like you know what they say, like if an avoidant gets in a relationship with an anxious, then it's just like a disaster. It's just awful, especially for the anxious person. It's so bad. But like, yeah, like I bring that up because like typically, especially for anxious people, when they go through a breakup, it becomes huge detriment to their life. Like it literally like you know, I like I knew my cousin for example. I think she's like this. She got broken up with one day by like her boyfriend of many years, and like she had to be committed to like the mental hospital for a while. Like when you're oh that when like I mean any of us would hurt if the person we got broken up with for multiple years um broke up with this or yeah, but she was like borderline going schizophrenic. Like she was losing it, and like that tends to happen in anxious people. Who like where like their reality becomes like their reality is more intertwined with this person than like I guess is healthy, even for someone that's like literally your partner. I think so. As I said before, that's one of those things that's just like, time heals all. So you kind of just you keep living your life, and that's really the only way to go about it. And one day it just doesn't hurt as much. The dynamic, I'm honestly not really sure. He still very clearly cares and wants to be friends and still cares. I feel like if I continue talking to him, I won't be able to see the line between friend and what we were before. Yeah, yeah, no, that's completely fair. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think there's really like no way. Unfortunately, you can't like, in my experience, especially when you're trying to get over someone, it's not something you can just like come to terms with in your head, right? It's not. It's one of those things, unfortunately, that's very, very like ingrained in your emotions. There is no amount of like mental exercises you can do to just wake up one day and it's gonna be okay. It's literally just you have to wait it out until like you feel stable again. Um, I do agree though. I do think like you probably want to give it some time, whether that is days, weeks, or months. You want as much time as you need, like to just like reacclimating with life without the person, I guess. I don't think they would be rude. I think like they would, especially if like you. I think it might be a little challenging if you want to just like reject it without really giving much context. But I think if you're pretty open about like I don't really, I kind of need some time. I would think if this person is mature and you pretty clearly explain that they're gonna be like I totally understand, and they're not gonna, if they're not like anxious, they're not gonna like perceive this as like, oh, they hate me type of thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, but yeah, to let you know, if you ever need any, feel free to, um, I don't. If you ever feel like you want to talk about it more, feel free to message in the Discord. Oh, good night, Felix. I'm the best. Oh, thank you. Good night. Good night. Mwah. Um, yeah, feel free to bring it up in the Discord if you want. Unfortunately, I cannot offer private advice because I try. I don't really. I'm trying not to like. I prefer not to DM viewers because I think it kind of that's like a boundary I have. Mm-hmm. Which, but if you talk about it in the Discord, I will give you the best advice. And surely, if you talk about it in my Twitch chats, I will do my best. Not again, not that the felt is like good at this kind of thing. Even though I might not be the most experienced guy, I spend a lot of time thinking. Okay, believe it or not, guys, I spend a lot of time thinking about life, a lot, and that's probably why I'm like a little sad. I think I spend too much time thinking about things, honestly. But the plus side is I get like a lot of introspection done. Hmm. We also have I have no one's used it probably because like no one's had issues, which is good. But we also have mod mail. If for some reason you felt like you wanted to DM mm, yeah, if you felt like there's something you wanted to say to me, but like okay, well, so if you use the mod mail, my mods are gonna see it plus me. But like obviously that's a bit more like hidden than like just saying it in public. Um, obviously I prefer you didn't use the mod mail for like personal things or like just to talk, but that would be preferable to like DMing me. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of it's actually I've it's not really a comfy topic, but like I've been pretty fortunate not to like have like I think in like my entire career of career that's just too dramatic. in my entire like time as a streamer, I've only had like one person be really, really pushy. And I like, it was kind of hard. I set my boundaries with them, and they're not around anymore. I think they decided to just not participate anymore. But yeah, I think I've been pretty fortunate for the most part. Like everyone for the most part has been pretty chill. Um, Occasionally you do get someone that's probably a bit too parasocial, and then they you see the problem. I talked about this in the chat the other day, but like, oh, it's good. Like, I do this for fun, guys, and like I said, I appreciate you, but like, like as I've said before, streaming is like on the lowest. It's like on the very bottom of my priorities. It's just like a leisure activity that I do when I have time, and when I don't really feel like hanging out with my friends or they're not around. But like that's to say that like I don't think I'll ever quit streaming, but certainly I'm sure there'll be periods in my life, like just like when I was busy, for example, that I may stream a lot less than normal. And like it's like basically I don't want people to like become dependent on me anyway, especially like emotionally. Um because I think like, if you start to like unironically like miss me, you know what I mean, like in like kind of like a reliant way, or like, become too concerned about me, or or et cetera, then like you kind of just like, I don't want you guys to build this image, or this narrative, not narrative, this like understanding, like that you have basically constructed yourself, and then when reality doesn't line up with that, you like your feelings get hurt. You want to avoid doing that to yourself. Mm-hmm. Like most infamously, right? Like you, like obviously the most common thing was that like you don't want to view the felt as. I'd be flattered, but you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't view the felt as like your boyfriend or something like that. Probably not a good idea. No, definitely not a good idea. Has that occurred? That's I don't want to like. Obviously, I'm not gonna name people, but like I know of like I can specifically name at least two or three, or not name because I'm not going to, but I know like at least two or three instances in the time I've been streaming of like basically I kind of like there I would like communicate my boundaries. Obviously streamers don't do that often because it's kind of taboo almost, but I communicate my boundaries, and it like really, for these people, it really caught them off guard, and I think it like really hurt their feelings, which I'm not like happy about, but like it is what it is. And it's really, I mean, it's a two-way street. Like I don't advertise myself as like being your boyfriend, or but like also like obviously don't place that into your mind. That being said, I do enjoy your guys' company, and I hope you enjoy mine. You guys are like a very important part of my life. Um, I'm happy that I can just like have people when I'm lonely to talk to, and talk about pretty much anything. Hard to satisfy all your boundaries are important. It's a two-way street. Like it's like it's the same reason why I don't maybe I shouldn't say that. Like, just like how I wouldn't want you guys to like pursue me romantically, I don't pursue anyone in my community romantically, because it'd just be too messy, right? It's just too slippery. It's just too slippery. I do enjoy trying to yap at more is grounding the best way? Really? Is it grounding? I just like to think it's like somewhat calming, maybe relaxing. Grounding, oh man, that's like such a compliment. Although I think I told you guys this before, like I haven't had it in a while, thank God. But like the felt used to get like sleep paralysis almost every night. For those of you that don't know, that's like when like you're not actually awake, by the way. Like you're actually like asleep the whole time, but your brain perceives it, or like your brain perceive. I think your brain perceives. Or maybe you are awake. I don't know how it works, but like you like, I know very distinctly when this happens. I can like move my toes, and that's it for some reason. Hello, Ian. But anyways, like obviously when it happens, it's really really scary when you get like when it happens, right? Because you can't move your body. um, and so what I started doing, like to like calm, like to so like when this happens, you're kind of in a state of psychosis, right? Like you're kind of hallucinating in a sense. And so what I started doing a long time ago is I would listen to like a video, specifically like a video of someone's voice talking before like as I would sleep to it. And like it was just comforting to just have someone talking. And it's like, so when basically when I would have these episodes, these sleep paralysis episodes, I could still like make out, the sound of my phone. And so I would like ground myself in that person's voice. I'm like, okay, everything's fine. Like, you're still in reality. Listen to the guy. That's the video you played earlier. Um, yeah, sorry. I don't know. That's kind of like tangent, but that just reminded me of that. That's like how I find people's voices grounding in a sense. Um, Although I wouldn't say I listen to people like ASMR to like calm myself down. I don't think that would. Yeah, I don't think I could do that for me. Probably not. Hmm. You can't tell who you are. Yeah, it's a very weird state of mind. I don't know. But like I said, fortunately, I haven't had it happen, or like it's happening a lot less than it used to. But I also think that just has to do with like it typically tends to happen when I'm genuinely afraid. I guess I've just been like a lot less afraid. Hi, Samari. I recognize the name, but I forget how I used to pronounce it. Hello, how are you? Oh man, is 11 a.m. to like 11 a.m. to midnight the prime time to stream? Summer? Oh yeah, right. Hello, Summer. Thank you for reminding me. Do most people call you that? Also, guys, I'm proud to announce that the felt has a couple upgrades in my life. It's been a while. Couple upgrades. So the felt, I recently bought a new razor, electric razor. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. Hopefully, like the razor, I bought one off Amazon, and that's the thing I actually returned today. But like it like sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but like it's like you have to sit there for too long, and then like it like just burns you. You know what I'm talking about? It's not very smooth. So that, yeah, bought a new one. I hope I bought a really fancy one. I bought like $150 electric razor, so I hope it's good. And for context, the one that sucks was $50, which was you would still expect that to be pretty good. $50 is like a pretty good amount of money. But I bought a primo one. I wanted to give you a nickname. Oh, that does sound about right. I do tend to say that to people to make it easier to remember. That's ironic. That's pretty ironic because I say that to people so because I'm like, oh, help me remember, and I forgot. You have a sword collection? Really? Like straight up, like straight steel? That's sick. How much do those weigh? I can relate to that experience though. For me, I like white noise and soft breathing and heartbeats. Are you saying you would not listen to the felt when you were falling asleep? I get what you mean. No, I need like I specifically need a voice. And it's like my favorite thing to watch is like boring history. How could you read about me? I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, the felt bought a new razor. That gets here. Oh, tomorrow, please, or is it Saturday? Katana. Oh, that's cool. A machete. What I forget. What's a master sword? Oh, it gets here Saturday. Crap. I guess I'm not shaving until Saturday. Um, a rainbow one. Okay. So I also bought a UPS. Not like UPS as in like the mail service from The Legend of Zelda. I'm actually not too well versed with The Legend of Zelda, admittedly. Um, I bought like it's UPS as in like the thing you plug like that has outlets on it, and then like it when you lose power, it can like supply your appliances with power for a little bit. And I didn't buy a company. I think I talked about this before, but like obviously most people don't need one. But I was like, well, if I, my computer costs like at least $2,000. So a $200 UPS is probably worth it, if nothing else, for the peace of mind. Because my power doesn't go out often, but my power does go out like probably like a few times a year. So I don't want to like get unlucky one day and like I fry my CPU. So got the UPS. UPSs are pretty heavy. Like they're the size of like an Xbox, but they weigh like 30 pounds. Got that set up. I also finished now the felt. Remember when I was telling you guys that like apparently it's really important as you're getting closer to falling asleep that you don't expose yourself to a lot of light. So the felt bought a crap ton of night lights, and like you can pretty much navigate my entire apartment now by like a trail of night lights. I probably bought way too many. Like I think most people would see this excessive, but I have 10 different night lights strategically positioned around my apartment such that like the only place where there's actually no light now is like my laundry room. And the only reason that's true is because I couldn't find an outlet in there to plug a nightlight in. But like I can like go to the kitchen and I don't need to turn the lights on. I can go use the restroom, without turning on any lights. I can pretty much go anywhere without turning on any lights. So like past like 7 or 8 o'clock, I just turn off all the lights in my apartment. The sort of stuff is like 10 pounds and handmade with stainless steel. Oh my gosh. Was that like custom made? Or like, how much was that? Can't imagine those things are like cheap. Sounds like it requires a lot of craftsmanship. Um, yeah. So what else have I bought recently? I think that's. Mm, every time I think I'm done buying stuff, I buy more stuff. Like I thought the night lights would be the last thing, and then I bought this electric razor. Um, wait, what? Um, hello, furry. It was custom made by a cosplayer. I bought it off them with the intentions of cosplaying. Oh, cosplay. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. We have a DM at our D&D League, and his dungeons always have nightlights or something. Wait, what's a DM? Dungeon Master? Because he doesn't want to deal with dark vision. Oh, is that how that? I guess you can kind of just make up anything. Hi, Misha. Hello. Oh my God, so many people tonight. What's so different about? I mean, I guess I'm not streaming at 3 a.m. Like now that I think about it, like people have like the people that probably found me the most around this time. Because like my quote unquote like normal stream time is usually about 11 p.m. to midnight. That's when I start. So if I stream at like 3 or 4, that's kind of even an outlier for me. uh-huh. But hello, hello. Like I said before, I always get happy when there's a lot of people. Um, you could catch today since you don't have work today. Oh, nice. I know personally, like, I know a lot of people do this. Like, a lot of people like to watch streams and stuff while at work. I can't. Well, no, like, for those of you that don't know, the Felt is a software engineer. So, like, my work is very technically complex. But, like, even then, even if it wasn't, like, I can't focus or at least I can't focus on, like, technically very, like, it requires a lot of focus. It's not really something I can do while there's even anything, like, even if I have to, like, subconsciously listen to something while working, it'll like take too much of my focus away. So I pretty much have to like code in like pure silence, for the most part. You're tired and need to sleep. Okay, fairy. I hope my stream can be helpful in that. I used to know how to use a sword. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Do the Japanese weapons training. Oh my god. I never really got into like karate classes or like self-defense things when I was younger, or even today. Now the felt, I don't know, the felt, I don't really want to get into the politics of it, but the felt does own a gun for self-defense. I pray to God I never have to use it, but I do have a gun. That's like my thing. I think that's like the thing to end all things, right? That's crazy though. Um, oh, it's gonna end something. The fox is on. Watch out. Watch out. You can. Oh, let's not. Let's. I was. Let's not. I don't want to talk about. Like, I don't. I wouldn't mind, but like I probably shouldn't talk about guns on. Not because like Twitch would obviously you can talk about guns on Twitch, but it's like I feel like it's just like begging for like controversy if you talk about something that's like very controversial. Have a broken in your car. What is that? What is that? Let me look this up. What you have a buckler like a shield? For real? Like a shield? Buckler as in a shield? There's something about that. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's just silly. It's just silly pilled. Hmm. Oh, archery. I always thought archery was pretty cool, but even like, okay, me and you and your boyfriend spar. Oh, that sounds fun. I mean, within reason. Oh, man. Um, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, when I was now the felt has actually taken a little bit of archery training. So I forgot about that. For some reason in middle school, okay, in my middle school they taught like the physical education where they were teaching you the rules and how to play sports, right? So they taught us how to play baseball. They taught us how to play bowling. They taught us how to play pickleball. But for some reason, there was a period of the year where they taught us how to shoot, like how to do archery, and I didn't really know where that came from. But the felt was like pretty not okay at it. The felt, I do like I don't have I have pretty terrible hand-eye coordination in general. So I was, but also like I kind of sucked at like you know what's the word, like pulling the arrow back. Like I kind of like was, I guess I'm pretty weak. Don't they make like compound bows for that thing now? Like like they trained like they taught us for like regular straight up like regular bows. Ooh. Mm-hmm. You're a coach, Small Bean? Oh my God, so much lore, so much lore. You coach people? Holy lore drop. Mm. Small Bean Sensei. Sorry, sorry, that was uncalled for. I couldn't help myself. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have I ever. I like to think I'm a pretty good teacher because like I'm a very at least when it comes to like deeply technical topics, but I also like don't have a whole lot of patience. I would say like I'm good at explaining things, but I have like I think unfortunately I inherited my parents like zero patience for teaching. Mm, uh, hi Zio. We should totally, Zia. When are you gonna join me for an ASMR collab? Where like it doesn't even have to be. You can just talk in your normal cadence, and it'll be like we'll just have a conversation. The people would love it. What do I have to do to just get you on my stream and just sit here and talk with me? Num 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 num. You're too shy. What? Why? But you like, would you? I don't understand. You're too shy for my audience, but you're okay with yours. Like, oh no, Felt's viewers. Oh yeah, it's a little tipsy. I feel like you've been drinking a lot. I'm kind of worried about you. You've been drinking a lot recently. Drink responsibly. I was so in deep I couldn't clutch my own arrows aside. Whoa, that's cool. I mean, I think. Well, I probably shouldn't say that. You're more familiar with your chat, yeah. But like, we're like brothers. Like my chat is your chat. Like I feel like. Well, okay, well, I wouldn't go as far as to say that we're very similar because that's obviously not true. You're a lot more like laid back than I am. But I feel like we got a good dynamic going on. It's like you're the calm one and I'm the energetic one. Um, but like, well, I guess also I've gotten a lot of new viewers recently, so maybe they wouldn't know who you are. Certainly all my old viewers are very familiar with you. I saw, what were you doing in call with Pixel, by the way? You don't have to tell me, but just kind of sus. You did something. My mod and one of my like closest streamer friends doing something without me. Didn't even tell me about it. Just kind of weird. But you don't gotta tell me. It was your business, not mine. You play Black Ops. He's like, oh yeah, but, that sounds fun. I'm sure. I hope you had a good time. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did your Left 4 Dead 2 collab. Looked fun. Look like you had a great time with all those people. I'm just kidding. Let's play together. Maybe sometime. I don't know. I'm kind of, as I said before, I'm not much of a gamering anymore lately, except with friends. Oh, like I'd rather spend my free time like streaming or working on stuff or like literally doing anything else than playing video games. Um, mm-hmm. Where were we? Oh yeah, archery. I don't. I don't. I kind of want to talk about like the fox. The felt is a fox, right? I hunt things. I'm a carnivore. I like to hunt. No, I don't do archery, but Small Bean is very good at it. Apparently, um, the felt. But let's not go there. I think that might arguably be even more taboo than talking about guns on Twitch. Talking about hunting, that might even be worse. Probably shouldn't go there. Um, Now that being said, no, I shouldn't say that. No. Let's talk. It's not that I don't trust you guys to. Well, like it's not that I don't trust you guys to like keep yourselves in order, but it's more like I don't know how to feel about this. Like obviously we all have like more controversial opinions. Like everyone has opinions that probably like they know is unpopular, especially like if you put yourself in the right place. And it's like, but as a streamer, it's kind of like if you it's one thing to like be a different person. I'm not a different person. Like I act exactly how I would act in real life for the most part. But it's another thing to like consciously approach topics that are controversial. Like that's why I kind of wince every time I bring up AI on stream because I love AI. I mean I don't love it, but it's like it's really good. It really helps my life. But like, so there's people that like, if I say, oh, I don't think AI is bad, they're just like, okay, I'm done watching Felt. I hate Felt. Here's a random question to change topics. You are a godsend. What's your favorite pastime that makes you feel creative? I don't think anything makes me feel creative. I'm not a very creative person. Let me think. Probably streaming. Like my best creativity is coming on here and finding things to talk about and trying to be funny and trying not to be too cringe. I think. By the way, okay, now that we're already an hour, God, dude, this stream's been going by so quick. I'm really having a good time with you guys. You guys want to like set up a second date, and I feel like we really hit it off. um, oh God, I lost my train of thought again. But yeah, I'm not really creative at all. This is the closest thing I have to a creative outlet. You said you don't want to get into that, but I'm a D1 AI. Hey there. I understand. I understand. No, again, no. I'm a software engineer, so it like it dramatically makes me more productive. But if I was like an artist, I'm sure my opinions would be very different. By the way, guys, I guess we're not really that close, but we will be doing. If you're not in the Discord, totally join the Discord because every now and okay, among other things, the best thing you get, I think, among my like, well, you get to know kind of in advance if there's a chance I'll stream. With those are also pretty unreliable. So like if I tell you I'm gonna stream, I would assume that it's like a 50-50, but like it's better than nothing. Like, well, would you rather like have it like have an idea that I might stream, or like maybe I shouldn't? Maybe I should, but I don't even say anything. Anyways, so yeah, so you get like sort of kind of reliable, not really stream updates. Like, but also something I recently started doing is sometimes I just feel like laying in my bed, like I kind of think I want to stream per se, but I don't want to get in my chair and set up my VTuber, blah 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 blah. So I've been doing these things recently where I just like we do like a VC stage and I just sit there and I talk about what I would normally talk about like on here, but I'm laying in my bed and it's a little bit more chill. We can have like a basically like a slumber party, except only I'm allowed to talk. But maybe one day we'll let everyone talk. Um, you want to play violin in a forest undisturbed? Sounds dangerous. Uh, you're really good at whistling. Oh, fun fact: the felt cannot whistle, or at least I don't know how to. I'm not gonna try, so don't ask me. It would be pathetic. The felt is not good at that. Um, yeah, join the Discord. Like, you get primo felt content. I lay in my bed and talk. Like that's like super cool. Mm. Um. Anyways, I brought that up because like I've mentioned this before, but like for people that haven't heard this yet, um, I'm planning to actually finally do like hangout community nights when we get to 1,000 followers. Like I'm probably not gonna do anything special like stream wise for 1,000 followers, but we'll do we'll make that like the milestone. Like okay, maybe there's enough people to like do community nights, and I probably would like I don't know. I'd probably like obviously I would like probably do a poll to see like what is the best for everyone. I wouldn't be able to like obviously get it going for everybody. Like I have such a wide range of viewership that like I couldn't possibly make it convenient for everyone for one single time. Um, but yeah, if you're interested in that, totally join the Discord. So when we hit 1,000 viewers, that you can like, or no, 1,000 followers, we can watch anime together, and you can like talk to me, and like I can like go nonverbal. I'm in Central Time Zone. I know, isn't that hard to believe? Like a VTuber that doesn't live on the West Coast, isn't that like mega super rare? Thank you for the follow, Z1 Core. Can you believe that a VTuber in the Central Zone? Isn't that crazy thing? Oh, thank you for the donation, Poppy. Poppy, thank you so much. It means a lot. I talked about this before. It makes me so happy. Like I don't accept donations personally, but it makes me so happy. Like I think it means more to me that I managed to convince someone or remind someone to donate to charity than to donate to me because like at least it's like truly like selfless. I'm still up yapping. I did wake up from a nap. I'm probably gonna do a terrible decision and order some food after stream. Um, whistling all through the fire and flames is the top 3 pastime for you. Noted. I'm storing this in my database. I'm writing this down on the spreadsheet. You're not shy anymore. Can I tell them, Zio? Can I tell them what you send me when you get drunk? Can I share that information with the chat, or would you rather? That sounds terrible. It's not that. It's nothing crazy, guys. I know that sounds really crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing insane. I know that sounds really crazy, but it's embarrassing. Okay, okay. It's really not nothing. It's nothing like raunchy or anything like that. I remember you and I are behind me. What? You're not. No, I've always told people I'm in Central. I think you're thinking about someone else. Ziorin is really an odd person. It's like sometimes I'll flirt with him, and he'll just like he'll reject my advances, and then other times he'll flirt with me, and I have to reject his. Very strange dynamic we have. I guess we just feel needy at different times. The state of humans. God forbid we both feel needy at the same time. That's not gonna be good. You reject me more though? No, not true. That's not true. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Two sons they like each other. I don't know about that. It's yeah. Moving on. Get a room, you two. I'm sorry, Zio. Like, not to like glaze him, but Ziorin is like the. I've said this before, but like I don't mind saying that like the two streamers because I've also known them arguably the longest. But two of my oldest streamer friends are Ziorin and Kohari, the pufferfish coder AI girl. Um, but like I've known them for a really long time at this point, relative to streaming, and like, but Ziorin in particular is like, I, it's weird. Like I said, like we're not really all that similar in terms of personality, but I feel like we have good chemistry, I guess. Uh, anyways. Moving on from that. I have the felt has been watching a new show recently. Well, it's not a new show, it's a really old show. So it's called The Colony, and basically it's like it was like a reality TV show where it's like it takes a bunch of random people and it like throws them into this hypothetical apocalyptic situation for a month, and like it like basically just shows what they do, but like they're working as a group, and so like they have to like make technology and they have to like get food and water, and I think it's extremely interesting to watch. I also just have like that is one of my interests, guys, even though I never like I don't go camping or stuff like that because the idea of survival is really interesting to me. But I don't go camping because I hate, if I go outside, I sweat and bugs bite me and it's gross. But survival is pretty interesting. I like survival stuff. Hello, Kit. How are you? I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. Welcome to the fountain. I see you were. Ah, God, one of the unfortunate things about my stream chat overlay is it doesn't show me when people are like it's their first message. You hate mosquitoes? Yeah, I think like I don't know. I've always felt like bugs in particular were more attracted to me than other people. The felt is irresistible. What isn't attracted more to me than other people? um, uh, yeah, but been watching that. Oh, do you guys have any? Do you like the laugh? If you guys haven't watched that clip in the Discord where I make the little weird noise, here I'll find it. It's like really strange. I kind of love it though, but it's like a clip that I would not expect myself to have been able to make. Like I think it's actually like streamer tier clip moment, which I don't have many of. I thought that was pretty, I guess, funny. Wish you could be doing the villager noise. I mean, you can always go back in the VOD if you want and clip it, if you really feel inclined to. Um, I don't really post clips anymore on social medias. Not that ASMR is obviously not uh, a very clip centric category. Most of the ASMR streamers that I know that do clips, they just do like those clips where they tell a story and it's like animated kind of. I don't think I do that well. I don't really have a lot to talk about. At least not genuinely. Sorry, sending a message. I was bless your ears. Hi, Travi. I don't really know if I can. I don't know. I don't know if I'm all that great, but I can talk. I can talk, and you can listen. You know, you can hear me typing. No, really? I would have. Oh, I guess I was talking when I was typing. I would have hoped my noise suppression would have like canceled that out. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Mm-hmm. It's been a good night, guys. God, it's so much. It's so fun when there's like people to talk to. It makes the time go by so quickly. I need to start streaming more at like a reasonable time. Like I think like obviously 11 p.m. isn't like prime time in general, but I think for my audience it is prime time. For the Felt VT community, it's prime time. So um, I'll try that. Well, there may not be a stream tomorrow because I typically play games with my friends on Friday night. But if there is one, hypothetically speaking, I'll try to stream at 11 if I like don't feel like playing or they don't want to play. Um, 11 p.m. is prime time. Really? I feel like most normal people are going to sleep or getting ready for bed at 11. Anyone with like a regular job. No. Yeah, but feel free to use the venting channel too if you want to talk about, the things. Mm-hmm. Sippies, yeah, sippies. Your community isn't normal. Your community hasn't started yet, so it's fine. My community isn't normal. What are you trying to say? What does that mean? I get what you mean. But for some reason, it kind of offended me. Not that I'm normal by any stretch of the imagination. We're all sleep deprived, I guess. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. The other thing is like you guys typically know how usually the community reflects the streamer. I feel like my community is kind of not really like that. Like I feel like I have a lot of like diversity in my community. Maybe because it's I'm kind of like a neutral person, and generally speaking, like I'm not very like. I mean, I have a personality, obviously, but like it's kind of not very extreme in any sense. And so I feel like my community, like we're all a lot of us are pretty different, actually. But then again, like what kind of sensibilities do I even have? Like for example, I don't think I think my sense of humor is like wildly different than most people's, including the people in my community. Mm. Oh man, Friday is. Let's see. I think I'm gonna just have a chill Friday. Maybe I'll try those. Here, let me put this on screen. You got an sense of humor? Not true. Okay, I can't. The more my funniest jokes I can't say on stream, or I could, but like those are like really for my friends, my IRL friends. Um, the felt bot. Hold on, season. Let me find it on Target. And I'll put it up on screen and we'll talk about it because like why not? Here it is. Is this it? I'm gonna have to go in my fridge and double check if this is it. I think this is it. Is it? Oh yeah, this is it. Okay. Let me AVIF file. What the hell is an AVIF file? Can we get Target 2 in Canada? Wait, that's an American only thing? I thought Target was like international. Target's only in America? For real? Wait, hold on, let me convert this file to a JPEG. And then we'll put it up on screen. I'll show you guys what the felt bot. You're not missing out on much. You just have a bunch of pretentious people who drink Starbucks. Just kidding. You've only been to Target once? Yeah. I prefer to avoid the Target if I can. It's just not my kind of culture. Okay. Properties, browse, downloads. Okay. Oh my god, it's so big. Okay, so the Felt bought this today, and I'm excited to try it. It's pre-seasoned chicken breast. Hold on. God dang, it's okay. Wait, let me make it kind of bigger. Can you see that? Can we? Ooh, fajita seasoned chicken breast strips. Now, see, you can see like they're marinating in the seasoning. Look at that. Ew. What's you about that? Are you a vegetarian? But like, yeah, that's like this is like great for a felt like fox like me because I don't know how to season things properly, and so I'm gonna cook it later today maybe and see how it is. I'll probably just eat it with rice. Like, and it's already cut up for you. You just gotta throw it. You don't like the look of meat? Yeah, no, I agree with you. Meat when it's raw does not look particularly appetizing. Anyways, yeah, excited to try that. Now, the only downside, as you might imagine, is like, okay, so that was, thank you for the follow, Hugh. I'm gonna call you Hugh. Thank you for the follow, Hugh. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Um, give us a review later. I will. I'll try. Probably not, but maybe. No, so to give you guys some context, that cost me before tax, that was $7. Or was it 8? I think it was 7. If I'm not mistaken, it was 7. I can okay, so I bought that from Target, $7 a pound, right? That's pretty expensive for chicken breast, at least where I live. If I go to Walmart and I just buy a pound of chicken breast, now given those are the ones that are like cut up, so we'll do chicken breast strips. It's not a fair comparison if I just buy straight up chicken breast. Here we go, tenderloins. I can okay, here we go. So the strips at Walmart are $3.68 a pound. So I'm paying about double. I'm literally paying about isn't that kind of insane? I'm literally paying about double price per pound just for them to season it for me and have it like marinated for me. Like I could buy twice as much chicken if I just bought plain old chicken. But, the felt is, this is one of those things I'm willing to compromise on. I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I've worked hard in my life. I can afford to buy pre-seasoned chicken breast. Especially if it helps me, if it helps me from like avoiding eating out, then like it's worth its weight in gold. Because I've been eating out way too often lately because I've been way too lazy to cook. It's like, I don't know. I get in this like, guys, ugh. I'm sure you guys can relate, but like, when you're so busy at work, like you don't even have time to eat. Or I mean, I guess you could, but like for me, it's like I could like my work isn't my work isn't strict. I could take like a 2-hour lunch break if I wanted to, but it's like I'm usually like so locked in that like I don't want to lose the context of what I'm doing. So I just like a lot of times I'll skip my lunch break. And then it's like, well, it's already 6 o'clock and I'm hungry. And it's like, well, I don't want to spend another 30 minutes to cook something. I want to eat now. So I order something. What kind of DoorDash food this felt like? Slop. Lately, McDonald's, Little Caesars. Lately, on the very special occasion, I might get sushi. On a very special occasion. I do enjoy me some sushi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my diet has been not great because I've just been like neglecting cooking. Like if the food was already pre-prepared, I definitely would eat it. Um, I've been kind of on the McChicken kick recently. McChicken, yeah. Kind of been on like a McChicken kick. I ordered, okay, this is like completely random, but since we're on the subject, the other day I ordered some McMuffins and the bread was stale. And it just killed my vibe, man. I was like really looking forward to them, but the bread was like, how when bread is stale, it's like very coarse, I guess. It was like that. It's like it was. Oh God, just how are they? Like I literally got these like in the morning. That means like they were using bread that like they weren't using fresh bread. It must have been sitting there for a while because I was like the first order. I would have thought they would like use new bread every day or something. I don't know. They must have like left the bag open and used it from the previous day. No idea. Yeah, I've been like been more on the breakfast food kick lately. Usually I'm not a breakfast food type of person. Like I usually prefer like not breakfast food. But lately I've been kind of getting back into it. The felt likes grits. Anyone here like grits? Grits are nice. I like grits over oatmeal. Although I don't think that's a fair comparison because oatmeal is infinitely more nutritious than grits. But I like grits for carbs. Mm. Grits have like almost no nutritional value at all. Why does my tracking keep messing up? Can you explain what grits are? I don't think I could. I don't think I can. I don't know what they are really. I just know I like them. I'm not even sure if they qualify as a kind of as a category of like hot cereal. What? You guys don't know what grits are? Trinity, hello. Oh, you arrived for the last 10 minutes of stream. I feel terrible. You arrived for the last 10 minutes. Wow. I'm sorry. I just was you when I like as you know when I woke up you were going to bed. So I was like, well, I kind of feel like streaming. So maybe if you're lucky, I'll do a Discord. I'll do a Discord VC later. I know you'll be awake. You're not even gonna stay there. Why not? What? Why not? Are you like are you mad at me now? So you're not even gonna spend the last 10? No, don't be like that. You're being dramatic again. Don't be like that. I saw your message. Joke. I was gonna stream anyway. Don't be like that. Okay, yeah, you guys should maybe later after I eat my eats, I'll do a bed stream to catch you up on. I mean, I'll have to think of new topics to talk about, but well, just for you, because I feel a little bad. There'll always be another stream. It's not like the felt is just gonna get up and disappear. Thank you for the follow, Naruto. It's not like the felt is gonna just disappear one day. It's not like this is the last stream ever. Mm. I need to make some more content for the secret second channel. What do you think is should for the secret second channel, um should I do your husband makes you breakfast in bed, or should I do uh what would be another good scenario? Your husband, your boyfriend surprises you on Valentine's Day. Which scenario, which RP scenario should I do for the secret second channel? Your hubby feeds you grits? Huh. I don't know. That doesn't sound very romantic. I need to. Oh man, I really want another outfit, or I really want a 2.0, guys, but it's so expensive, man. I'd have to spend another 2 grand at least to get a 2.0. Oh, but I want a 2.0. That's where true love is. I would not want my partner to make me breakfast in bed because I'm a mess. Like, I would be afraid I'd spill shit on the sheets. No, there's no secret second channel. It's just a joke. There's no secret second channel. Just a dumb joke. I don't think I could ever bring myself to do BFE. I would feel like it would feel too disingenuous, I think. But also I don't know how good I'd be at it. Oh, thank you for the fall or the thank you for the raid. Klein? Klein? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Klein, hello. How did you find me? How was your stream? Hello. Oh wait, did Heron raid you earlier? Or was that someone else? I feel like I recognize. Hmm. Hello. Hello. How was your stream? Oh, I see you do ASMR. Wow. Oh, wow. What if you're feeling kind of sickly, your friend would bring you some nourishing food to bed? Yeah, I guess if they like spoon feed you, that's cool. I mean, I think that's a bit Do couples still do that? I feel like that's like kind of a cliche that no one actually ever does. When's the last time your partner like fed you in bed, like they literally like lift a spoon into your mouth? But yeah, don't feel pressure to stay. Thank you for trusting me with your community. You have to raise and run. I totally understand. I'm sorry that like I'm giving you a very cliche message, but like you saw me on your recommended. What? Guys, look, it's working. I'm being recommended to people. Can you believe that? Oh my god, I'm getting famous. Can you believe that the Twitch algorithm recommends me to people? Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy? That's insane. Wow, thanks. Oh, hi, Kaisa. Hello. How have you been? Oh, you were watching Klein? We know how it is to hustle. Do you upload clips on social media? I've been kind of lazy. I haven't done it in a long time. I had this like productivity gig or, period where I was like trying to upload a clip a day back when I used to stream video games. But then I fell out of love with it and I kind of stopped caring about numbers as much. What did you guys talk about? You just do yap ASMR? I do love me a yap ASMR artist. You're the same. But it's also like ASMR isn't like a very clip. Like I was just talking about this in my chat. Like ASMR isn't very clippable, right? Like what do you clip? Like I clip when I like I don't know pop did the noise that you do every single stream. I guess like you might clip like when you tell a funny story. Oh, God knows I'd have way too many clips if I did that. Just kidding. God, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was apologizing to one of my viewers because they showed up late. Yeah, oh that's all. I have to also apologize to you. I'm about to end stream in like a few minutes. Like my streams are usually only like an hour and a half. Unless I'm having a really good time. But it's usually only an hour and a half because I can't like think of things to talk about and I don't want to like sit here like an idiot trying to rack my brain. No, I mean maybe I'll be in the Discord later. Don't like no promises. As anything without VT, I am very low commitment. But maybe. I need to decide what I'm gonna order. 1 a.m., 2 a.m. munchies. Unfortunately, I live in a pretty small city, so like the only things open at this time are Whataburger and Taco Bell, and I think both of those choices are pretty mid. Ugh, maybe I'll just eat a snack. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Okay, now that we're at the tail end, for everyone that's been here the whole time, how do we feel about the stream with no background music? I need opinions, please. How do we feel about no background music felt yapping? Was it better? Does the background music actually take away from the stream? You guys can tell me it does. Now, it won't hurt my feelings, even though I paid a bunch of money for it. Even though I paid a crap ton of money for it, because BGM is incredibly expensive to get made somehow. I guess not somehow, but like surprisingly. Giannis. Let's see. We also need to look for someone to raid too. We need to pass the torch on. Oh, there's really not a whole lot of people streaming. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. It is pretty late. And the only two oompis that I have that are streaming right now are not streaming ASMR, so we'll probably have to find someone new tonight. A good opportunity. Wait, why don't I look at my recommended? I need to look at my recommended more. Oh, trying to find someone that's not too. I don't know if. Well, it's probably fine. Trying to find someone a bit, more like my vibes. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I found someone. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Thank you all for coming. Let's do roll call. Good night, Ziorin. Good night, Klein. Good night, Kaisa. Good night, Ame. Good night, Nico. Good night, Weird. Good night, Lady Night. Good night, Radio. Good night, G Smith. Good night. I don't know if Trinity's still here. Trinity, I'm sorry. 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 Okay. Wait. Why wasn't my? Oh no! Wait, did my chat just stop loading? Am I? Did my chat stop? I was like kind of like, oh my god, dude. But I think my chat stopped loading, or like I stopped scrolling down, I think, and I was like, dang, like kind of I felt like so awkward. I was like, man, no one is saying anything. Invite me, you'll extend stream forever. Well, I kind of also, well, an hour and a half is good for me. It's a good stopping point. I'll like them until you finish up. Oh, thank you. While you grab a snack, I hope you get something delicious. You liked it? No, different. Honestly, it was a little silly though when you stopped talking. Like once you were sending a message. Oh, yeah, like that's what I'm afraid of. Like it does sound. I'm sure it's like kind of too silent. Mm-hmm. Well, probably like alternate. It sounds like there's more people that like would prefer I don't. I mean, maybe I should like experiment and not use it for a little bit. Since again, traditionally people don't play background music when they do ASMR for obvious reasons. Okay, we found someone. We found someone chill. So goodbye, guys. We will do the soft voice outro. You lucky you guys. Have a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Mwah. You like that? Was that good fan service? Bye.